Hi guys, Seek New Zealand have just put out their latest employment report, and here is the main takeaway. So seasonally adjusted shows a 3% year-on-year reduction in job ads, but the trend shows a 7% reduction in job ads. So one looks much worse than the other. So which one should we believe? Hopefully the seasonally adjusted one, yes? Well, the note says this report includes Seek's seasonally adjusted data as well as trend data. Where not otherwise specified, the commentary, figures and tables in this report refer to the seasonally adjusted data. From next month, this report will refer only to the trend series data, not the seasonally adjusted data. See notes 2 and 3 at the bottom for more information about this, okay? Let's see what it says. So note 2 says, seasonally adjusted figures removes regular calendar related patterns from the data, e.g. Christmas holiday period. The seasonal adjustment is applied by a statistical model widely used by official statisticians. This helps show month-to-month changes without seasonal distortions. And note 3 says, trend figures go a step further by applying a weighted moving average to the seasonal adjusted figures, using a 13-term Henderson moving average, to smooth out short-term fluctuations and noise. The trend numbers help identify the longer-term direction by filtering out both seasonal effects and short-term volatility. Okay, so it looks like they're saying that the trend figure is the most accurate, which means this last year there are 7% less jobs advertised, which is not good when you look at this time last year's main report takeaway, which looks a little different, but you can get the gist. So not only are the job ads down 7% this year, but they were down 35% the year before. Now I'll put links to these reports in the description if anyone wants to have a look themselves. Okay, so let's look at the month-on-month and the year-on-year results for around the country. Now bear in mind that these are the seasonally adjusted data and not the trend data, which they have already proven to us would have looked much worse. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, as you can see. But for me the main takeout is the 8% year-on-year decline in job ads in Auckland, which is probably the most significant change because that is where by far the most people live. So now let's see which industries have recorded the highest job ad growth. But before I get on to that, do you remember when Luxon said that he wants more medical doctors and not spin doctors? Do you remember when he was going to get rid of all those public sector government workers who were just draining the taxpayer? Okay, so how does he explain this one? This is job ad changes over the last year. So look at the changes over the year for government and defence job ads, up 51%. So either New Zealand is building an army the size of China's, or Luxon is back to hiring public sector government workers. Which one is it? Incredibly, also the consultants there have gone up, who were very often the people called upon when public sector jobs were going. So now not only are the government sector jobs going up, but the consultant jobs are going up as well. So you got to think, if a government sector job's going up, then that's more cost to the taxpayer. And then also if more consultant jobs are created, who are doing government sector jobs, they're also paid by the taxpayer. So this looks like it could be a double whammy on the taxpayer, unless New Zealand is building an army the size of China's and he just hasn't told us. But fortunately, there is one positive takeout. Look at number 2 on that list. The most important members of society. The real estate agents who do all the hard work for the economy. The people who are keeping New Zealand running. How else could New Zealand function without these kind souls getting up at 4 AM each day in all weathers to go and milk all those juicy capital gains? So yes guys, it looks like New Zealand is returning back to its business as usual model. Everyone get a job working for the government, and then everyone needs to go out and buy and sell homes to one another at ever increasing prices. Let's get back to normality. What could possibly go wrong, eh guys? Brilliant. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers for that.